Trapping.
What was that? Ooh, 4.
I'm old. Hey, what's up, guys? And welcome back to Saturdays with the Boys podcast. I'm Jacob, and I'm here with
Kirby.
Yeah, and this is episode 77. And first and foremost, you guys are probably wondering why the hell we're all dressed up as nice and how I'm in a freaking ponytail. This is my first time in a ponytail, by the way.
You want to show? You want me to lift up the ponytail?
Yeah.
This is the first time I had to tie it on for him. I used to have a rat tail in high school.
Yeah, but yeah, the guys have my very first ever ponytail. I had a man bun back when I was like 12.
You had a man bun?
Yeah, except it was long on top and the sides and back were short. And I was 12. I'll show you. I think I have a picture.
How long was your hair at the time?
Not as long as it is now, because I think how long my hair is now is probably the longest I've ever had it. And this is going on 2 years in August since I last had a haircut. Let's see if I can find a photo. No, not when I had my man bun, just the haircut I had. Right here. You can't really see it in this one, but that's how long it was on top. And then the sides and back were short.
So you had a slick back, basically.
Yeah. So I had like a slip back when I was like 12. We'll never get that kind of haircut again. I was going through a phase then, so.
Let's just all salute the man bun while we're here.
And granted, and yeah, so, what do you guys think of the drip? This is my first, I actually don't hate this, like, I honestly don't hate this at all. I feel like we've seen Kirby like that before on an episode.
Multiple times.
This is my first time actually like dressed up like really nice.
It used to be like my favorite outfit to go out in, and then when summer kept hitting, I realized how much it sucked donkey balls.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, so this is so let me know what you guys think of it. I actually don't hate it. It actually looks kind of nice, I think. I'll let you know what you guys think.
But the podcast in a fucking suit and tie now, like Una's honest.
Like Una's honest. Oh my god. But I don't know. It was just kind of it was Kirby's idea, and we just kind of did it for fun. And then we actually made a part of we did a tiny shoot today.
That's right.
For the project.
Yeah. So we're still in the makes of this movie. I hate that there's no fucking room here. So we made now parts for this movie that is supposed to be. Do you want to talk about it a little bit, or do you want to leave it all a surprise?
I don't want to spoil too much of it. I think right now I'm just like kind of just like putting out like our experiences with it.
So far, I'm just tired from shooting only because every single time that we do a shoot, it drains out of me for no reason.
Oh yeah.
Right now, I think it might be the massage chair actually, but like my left shoulder's hurting.
There's a massage chair over there.
That's what we should do for the podcast, just you in the massage chair. Just
no, you know what we should do in the future? Do an episode when we're of us in a freaking jacuzzi or hot tub. Like when we're older, like we're dads or some shit. And we're just like
Welcome to the Saturdays with the Dad Bods.
Saturdays with the Dad Bods. I actually don't hate that.
We're here with Beer Gut Jacob.
Dude, I actually hate that because you even saw it earlier. Like I have like a little bit of like a fucking. You guys can't see because I'm dressed nice, but just when I'm dressed normally, like when I sit down, like a little bit of my belly goes out like that. And I know I've been eating like a lot of food over this past month. Granted, it's like summer vacation for me, but like that never happens. So like I don't know if like I'm just getting older and that's just what's happening.
Yeah, I think your metabolism might be going away.
Fuck.
And next up is the hair.
Oh no, freaking! If I start balding, I'm gonna cry.
Dude, I am so terrified of balding. Like right now, I'm trying to find ways to take precautions. If I need to, I will get a fucking hair transplant on my fucking head.
A hair transplant on my head.
That's something you could do actually. A lot of, cause trans people,
yeah,
a lot of them sometimes want to grow like a beard or a mustache to look more masculine when they're changing genders. So some of them actually do hair transplants. So it's an actual legal procedure, but there's other ways you could also help grow your hair. You could get the scalpel type of thing, and it has like these these dots at the end, and it pokes holes in your scalp, so that way more hair is able to grow. Because over time, your scalp just kind of dries and closes more than your hair just falls out. So that's the reason why like a lot of men experience hair baldness is because of the holes just kind of close because they're not taken care of. Because like hot water is actually bad for your scalp.
Really?
Yeah, like I've noticed this too. Is whenever I take cold showers, which I hate.
Yeah.
A lot less of my hair comes out, but I've noticed like more and more of my hair is falling out, specifically because I see the purple and blonde strands.
Yeah.
So it's like this weird thing that happens where I'll just be, I'll be having like a nice shower, then out of nowhere I'll pull out like 5 strands of hair and I'm like, okay, I'm having a bad day now.
Oh no, freaking, I shed a lot with my hair now.
Dude, at the same time your hair's growing like fucking wildfire.
Yeah, so I'm trying to, like, I don't know if I'm at the point where I just want to, I don't know if I want to keep growing it out. I don't know if I just want to keep it growing because I know it's still growing because I can start to already see, because you guys know I dyed my hair black not too long ago.
Is it starting to annoy you?
No, it's not starting to annoy me, like, having long hair. I'm just, like, I was even telling you earlier how, like, I'm starting to see, like, my natural hair color in, like, light now, which means it's going to start to show again. And I kind of, like, I'm not a fan of my natural hair color, so I might just re-dye it black again, because I looked it up, and, like, it usually takes, like, hair dye usually lasts, like, a good 8 weeks. So, like, is this really going to be a thing I have to do, like, every 8 weeks?
Really?
Yeah, because, like, I've started to notice, like, I mean, it's not noticeable to you guys, but, like, up close, like, on edges, you can start to see, like, a little bit of my natural hair. Maybe not here, but, like, on certain spots.
I mean, I see like small strands, but they're like tiny strands.
Yeah. Like, I started noticing, I'm just like, yeah, I like the thought of it just being, like, completely, like, pitch black. I just like it that way. But yeah, so just that's kind of like a little bit today. Yeah, we went out to eat. It rained like a motherfucker today.
Oh my god, dude, that drive sucked.
And we were in what level in Illinois?
Okay, so here in Greeley, we don't get rain often because we're in like a dip, and in this dip that Greeley's in, the rain goes around, so that way the moisture like goes around because it fills in the caves. So if you notice, like gas rooms, dips are usually left alone in gas rooms, because you know, they don't fill in quite as right because they need to fill space more than they need to fill a cave.
Yeah.
So when we were in Loveland and trying to get out of it, and it was still raining in Greeley, it was bad enough that we could barely see through my front windshield, and my wipers on max were not doing anything, and I drive a 95 Buick LeSabre.
Yeah. So it rained a lot today. But yeah, so... Oh, man. Yeah, and that's kind of just like what we did today, and then we talking bullshit. And then here we are doing the podcast. So yeah, and so I know we're 8 minutes in, but I figured, the OGs know
About the list.
Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when we would have like a drink, like a certain drink for each episode. And you guys know I would always do the bang energy. I can't remember how often I did it.
Like once a week.
Yeah.
I think we did it.
Yeah, because we did it for the podcast. And I haven't had one in like a year, and so I just happened to have one that was like sitting in the fridge for like a while. It's the Blue Raz. I don't know if I've had this kind of flavor on here before. I can't remember. It's been so freaking long, but figure we'd give it a go.
What does it smell like?
Like, it says Blue Raz, and it kind of reminds me of like blueberries or something like that.
It smells disgusting.
Yeah, I was gonna know you don't like Bang.
I hate Bang. I don't know why. I think it's because it's low in sugar than others.
I think it's good. Yeah, it's pretty good. And he has his freaking root beer, no. If you guys haven't seen freaking TikTok,
I have, dude, it's so strange when I'm trying to tell people what TikTok is and they don't know what TikTok is. It's like I'm trying to explain what fucking Metroid is to people who were born in 2020.
Yeah.
Like, okay, there's this app, you install it, and it just shows you random videos. Ooh, actually, I think I know what we could do for today's topic. We did this before. I think we could do this again. Is stories on our life.
Okay.
On how Bob, Wade, and Mark do for Distractable.
Oh, yeah.
Because, what is it? There's this one I remember that Bob told on how he had his first kiss in a van. There's like 2 kids in the back, 2 kids in the way back, because it was a van.
Yeah.
And as he was giving them a kiss, guess what fucking played? Nickelback. And specifically, look at this photograph.
Look at this photograph.
And so now he was like, I'm embarrassed that my first kiss ever was to fucking Nickelback. And they were saying like, no, think about the irony of it. Like, it's about looking through a photo and looking at memories, and now you're looking back at your memories as you had this awkward kiss.
Oh, man.
Actually, when did you have your first kiss?
I was at... somehow freaking Zach used this as a flex on me because he got his first kiss before me somehow.
Somehow?
I don't want to say somehow, but like...
Damn,
I never want to use it as like a flex, but like... For some reason, like growing up, like... People have always considered me like a chick magnet. Like, what would you say if I was a chick magnet or not? So like, cause it's like the thing is, it's like I'm not trying to brag either. Like this is like real. Like this is like me being 100% legitimate. Like I never really like chased a whole lot of girls. It's always them like chasing me. Like that's not me even trying to brag. That's just what happens. Because 90% of the time that relationships I end up being in is like the girls coming to me instead of me like trying to chase them kind of thing. Like it's always kind of been like that.
Is that the same thing with Emma?
No, it wasn't actually. Well, no, I'm talking because me and her didn't date.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my eyes.
Yeah, but when I had my first kiss, I believe I was like 7. It was 2nd grade, and I remember. I don't know if I should put like the actual names out there, but I don't think it really matters though.
Yeah, because we're just describing a kiss.
Yeah. Well, her name was Bella. I remember her name was freaking Bella, and it was just this blonde girl with like a ponytail with glasses, and she was fucking obsessed with me. Like, obsessed.
When we're meaning obsessed, do we mean like yandere levels?
No, like she would freaking like chase me down obsessed. Like really run after me.
The annoying type.
Yeah. And at first I thought I was annoying, but then I started to learn a lot. But I started to like be like, I kind of like it when I was younger.
Do you have a photo of her?
No, but I just remember this was like 2012. I was 7, and I remember because it was when I was at Montfort Elementary, and I remember she would literally take me behind one of the big trees by the electric fences, and like we would go behind there. She would have like part of like her hoodie, put it over our heads, and then we would kiss, and then like make it all like secretive. And like that was like my first kiss, and like I don't know if we technically dated then, I don't know, but
Oh wow, you had a cringe kid kiss.
And I remember like we would even kiss in class too. Like I remember like we would all like sit like on the floor like in 2nd grade, but while like the teacher was like teaching or whatever, we would be like sitting on the floor like crisscross applesauce or whatever, and me and her like in the far back behind like the desks, and she would do the same thing, and that's what would happen. So I guess I don't know if that makes me a man whore. I don't know if that...
A man whore sounds 8. You heard it from Jacob.
Well, that means since 7.
Oh yeah, since 7. No, I was 8 during that time.
That was 11 years ago. Holy shit.
You should probably put your phone on you, Churchy.
You have like the stopwatch.
You'll put it right here, just your fucking mouth.
Oh. I forget. I have a longer charger now. But anyways, but yeah. So my first kiss was like 7. And then I remember I had like a crush on another girl that was blonde. I think her name was like Paige.
No, so I mean like your first kiss. I mean like make out, basically.
Oh, you mean like make out? I think that's what we did. I can't remember. I can remember like our mouths like opening and shit. Like that's what I remember. So if we're talking about like legit make out, probably 12, 13.
With who?
my ex Hannah, the redhead. Yeah.
I saw so if you guys know the song "The Devil Goes Down to Georgia," there's this song that goes fucking fuck, how does it go? I showed it to him today, and there's this comment under it that said he had nothing to lose because not only is he the best fiddle player, he's ginger, therefore he has no soul to give up.
Oh my god.
The only gingers we care about are from Scotland.
Fuck.
You know why?
Fuck gingers, honestly.
Fuck them.
Not literally, I mean, like literally, but like, I don't know if you guys know, but like for like the last 5 years, I've had this. Ever since I was 13, I've had this saying: never trust a redhead. And that's dead ass too. Like I would tell everybody that. Like whenever like someone like talking about like their friends with a redhead or like have a crush on a redhead, I'd tell them. I wouldn't even say anything. I would just warn them, and be like, never trust a redhead. You know why? Because they're fucking soulless. They don't give a fuck about you.
Dude, fucking, that's what I mean, like, American redheads are dicks. Like, American redheads are associated with the South usually, aren't they?
That's why like their flesh is like shown through like their hair and shit, and like their skin is just fucking pale white.
Their flesh is thrown throughout their hair. We're gonna make a demon one day and he's just gonna be a redhead. We're just gonna be describing him like, his flesh came out of his head. His eyes looked at us hungrily. He walked and he said, yeah. Fucking, I think that there's a difference though depending on the redhead of the country, because I was about to say like, those are American redheads. Like Hicks, I guess, is like the best way we put them. But if you're looking at like Scottish redheads, that's a little different. Because redheads in Scotland are like fucking a golden grace. Like Scottish people love fucking redheads.
Yeah, I don't know what's like. I get it with like female redheads, but like redhead guys, and it's like ugh.
You would date you would rather have, well, at the same time, most of the
Same thing with like Asians too.
What do you mean?
Maybe it's just me being straight. I don't know if that's what it is like.
I am so fucking lost right now. What the?
I'm going based off of like looks, like okay, cause like
okay, based off of looks, you mean Asian men?
Asian men don't really like. I'm looking like based off like the different looks. Like I don't know if it's just me, just based off being straight and just like shit talking like different races of men.
Dude, you're missing out on Korean men. Holy shit, dude! Fucking even PewDiePie said that he might be gay after looking at Korean men.
I don't like it. Like it's just I don't see why. Like it's not for me.
Okay, so here's so look at like Jin Sakai is kind of like a good example of like handsome Asian. Here, let me see. Korean.
But like Asian or like Korean or like just like Asian women in general, I would fold instantly. They're like one of my favorite types. Redheads were, I mean, granted, there's a lot of redheads that still look hot out there, but I've been true to my word for the last 5 years.
That looks good.
I mean, he's a good-looking guy, but I'm not gonna full on like drop my pants for him.
I'm not gonna ask you to drop his fucking pants for him. Yeah, there is a difference though between that and this.
Oh man, but like, I mean, just like the Undertaker, my favorite wrestler, he was naturally a ginger. So that's another example for gingers out there. But I don't know, just like my biggest, I'm not saying I have enemies, but like a lot of like the people who have hurt me or whatever, like have been like gingers.
Dude,
gingers or Hispanics.
Dude, there's this one fucking episode. I don't know if you could pull it up on the podcast or not. There's this South Park episode where they were kind of talking about that, about how gingers look weird. Here's the part. I don't mind redheads, like actual red hair. I don't like ginger hair. Like, I don't like orange hair. Yeah. Those are the ones that freak me the fuck out.
Like, I'm starting to think, like, throughout, like, these last 5 years of or 5 or 6 years of my experience with, like, gingers, I feel like they're just meant to be my arch nemesis or some shit. Because, like, okay, first of all, I have an ex who's a ginger, right?
You have an ex who's a ginger, you've had someone take your girlfriend who's a ginger, you've had...
Yeah. I was going to address that, but I'm not going to say who, because even now it's still personal to me, so I'm not going to say names.
Just like on 47th Street, we will discuss this in 5 years.
19 years. It wasn't 47th, it was 37th.
Why the fuck do you remember that?
I don't know.
Fucking, we need to drive down that street again, you know, for old time's sake.
For old time's sake.
For old time's sake, just, hey, this is where you hit your car. Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! We don't mention that in my car!
Well, no, or we could do like, because last Thursday was also one hell of an experience too. And that was on the 13th. Dude, imagine if it was on Thursday, but imagine if it was on a Friday, like a Friday the 13th, and that shit happened.
Friday the 13th, bro, there could not be any more ironic and demonic timing to that.
Yeah, but I know we kind of got off topic, but you asked me, what was your first kiss?
My first kiss was,
How old were you? First I'll ask that.
I was 18, 17 for my first kiss.
Oh, wow.
So, like, my first actual makeout. I consider this my first kiss because I do not count the first time I tried. I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah. Damn, I just realized with how young I said I was like, man, that makes me sound like a slut.
So, let's see. I was working at Spencer's during this time, and during this time, there's this one girl that I talked to. I don't remember her name.
Mm.
I think her name actually was Desiree, ironically, but she was a black woman. So...
Or you have a thing for black women?
Yeah, of course I do. America.
Mine are just like Hispanics and
Asians.
that, and it was, I don't want to keep saying redheads because that means they still have the power over me, but I do not let them have the power over me anymore.
Dude, you're just gonna go to Ireland one day and have your entire perspective change.
Just like, I don't know why, just like redheads always have like the, you know, like the fine wine kind of look.
I don't know why, I thought you were describing a snake. That's exactly what they sound like. So...
I mean, a redhead strikes like a snake when you're not looking, so.
So there's this one girl, I don't remember her name, and that kind of makes me sad. But I do remember her specifically. They were going, because this was the day before Christmas, they were going to a roller skating rink down in Denver, and she worked for a bank. Like, she already had been through college, basically. So I'm not gonna lie, even though it probably wasn't appropriate, I hit on her while I was working, which I probably shouldn't have. But it worked, and I apparently said the right things, because the next thing you know, she said, "You want to come with us?" And I said, "Fuck yeah, I want to come." Because it was basically my first ever, like, real date that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
So we went down to this roller skating rink, but she told me later on, she said, "Sorry, this is only for adults." I said, "That's fine, I could just say that I left my ID in the car." So we went into the roller skating rink, and basically we did the whole thing of like, "Oh no, I can't take this, my ID back at home." and I still got let in. And when I got in, there's like a lot of people in like slutty clothing, because this was the night before Halloween, on the roller skating ring, and they were like roller skating perfectly. I'm not gonna lie, when I walked in, it was the most amount of black people I've seen in one room, so I was intimidated, I'm not gonna lie. I walked in and it's like, I'm not gonna lie, this is the most amount of black people I've seen in a room, because we grew up here in Greeley in a very white town. Like
Very white.
Yeah, so there's black
white?
people.
I feel like it's just like white and Hispanic.
Yeah, it's mostly white and Latino
area.
ethnicity, yeah. And we still do have like people of other races. I noticed up in California there was a lot of people from India specifically.
Yeah.
When I was going to tourist spots, and so it was annoying when basically there was more Indians than there were actual Americans. But I had a good time. A lot of people I got to talk to. There was people exotic dancing while on the roller skating rink too. Like, you ever seen a woman twerk on roller skates? That was basically it. Like, no, and they were great at fucking dancing on roller skates. And when I mean that, I just mean, like, doing anything with the blades themselves. Like, it worked with their body so fucking well.
Yeah.
I just skated around with her because I didn't know what to do. So we went down to Denver, the main area of Denver, and I bought myself and her, what was it? I bought us, I think it was a tapioca. I think it was tapioca. I don't fucking remember. And then on our way back, we were in the back, and then I remember she grabbed my cheek, she turned to me, and then we both kissed for the first time. And that was my first kiss. And she was a good kisser. I remember it.
Yeah.
And so basically from the ride from like halfway out of Denver to Greeley, we just made out in the back of this Jeep while her friend was driving.
Oh my
and I felt a
God.
little bad for her friend too.
Yeah.
And then she just said, like, I don't want to date you, I don't feel like we mix well, but she said that after she blocked me. And then she DM'd me like months later and said, well, why didn't you say anything about it? You had me making me feel like I did something like bad or wrong. And she's like, well, I didn't want to hurt your feelings. I'm like, it's kind of hurting now. And so then I just blocked her after that. But that was my first kiss, and I remember that. And she wasn't a bad person. She had no malicious intent. But so that hurt a little.
Yeah, I think I remember you talking to me about that when we first met.
Yeah, no, because it just hurt that like I was having such a good time with her, and I thought she was having a good time. If that didn't happen, then I probably should have looked out better. But I really thought it could have been something, but even though it didn't, I'm glad that it didn't go too far. And I never got like my hopes so high up that it crushed me. So it hurt a little bit, but then about 2 months later, I got fired from Spencer's after that. Because of a false claim that a coworker made. I told you about that.
Yeah, you did.
And so not even my manager knows about that, because corporate had to fire me. Yeah, so usually that's bad. So I remember I was talking to my manager, not about it, because I don't even know what to say about it. Because I feel like I'm telling a fib to him. So as he was saying, like, you could try to work here again, it's like, I don't think I can. Like, it's not that I stole anything from there. Like I bought everything I got there, almost everything, actually.
Yeah.
I'm keep that on the demo. One of the flashlights is still one of the ones that I hate you with.
Oh my God.
I never used it for sex too. It was just sole purpose of hitting people with it. That was the only reason I got it. So when my brothers came to visit, I could just fucking.
Yes.
Let's see. There was. Who was my second kiss? Then was another black woman. And the third one, most recent, but she wasn't a good kisser. Because she likes using tongue. And here's the thing, when you're making out, you don't use tongue. Like, if you're kissing someone, it's like, it's just lips on lips, but passionate, like,
Yeah.
not fucking, it was almost like that. No, but when I mean that, like, she was kissing me, this is gonna sound personal, she was on my lap, she was hugging me, and then out of nowhere, just, not exactly like that, but that's what it felt like. And then I didn't say anything, but then afterwards, I was like, I did not like the feeling of you squirming your tongue on top of mine. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
She was sweet though. She was nice. I'm not gonna say her name because she lives in Greeley actually.
I mean, one of my exes still does. So.
Did Hannah leave?
I haven't seen her since like 2019.
Wow.
Yeah, I haven't talked to her or spoke to her since.
I'm so fucking tired. Why do we always do these podcasts like late at fucking night?
Because we freaking stall on talking and then we forget to do it.
I'm gonna go fucking crazy.
No, we're in like 29 minutes in. Oh, I'm trying to think what's since we're on that topic, should I go on with my relation? Well, I know you brought up Hannah. Maybe I should tackle my relationship with her.
No.
No.
Listen, this is Saturdays with the boys for a reason. We're not getting hooked up over chicks right now.
Yeah, but you're the one that brought up the first kiss.
Well, yeah, I brought up kisses. I'm not saying that, okay, let's talk about our exes.
Well, you started talking about your other girls, so. Or your past girls, so.
I only brought up 3 because, okay, I see your point.
See?
God fucking damn it.
See, that's why I was like, okay, we're gonna talk about this, and okay.
I feel like I need to make postcards the next time we're doing this. That way when we're going, it has signs that says, help me. Call 911.
Call 911.
He's making me do these with him every night. I'm tired.
What, making me sound like a freaking, like I'm a bad person?
No, never.
I think you need to sit real quick, you want. I think you're actually going to take a sip. It's called bang energy for a reason. To bang your
Bro, I
energy
feel like I
up.
need to pose like the people who die after seeing The Ring. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Because this is like the legit pose that they take after they die. It's something close to fucking... That's how I feel, dude. That's what my tongue goes. It literally just goes all the way back, so then I just feel like this afterwards. Fucking I scratch up like a goddamn, was it, a possum?
Oh, we haven't brought it up yet. The amount of views we got.
That's true. Recently, so I wanted to thank you guys for this actually, because it's the most amount of views I've got while working with Jacob. But it was posted on his main channel and not the Saturdays with the Boys podcast, which made me a little sad. But
But there's a reason why I post both highlights on both channels.
yeah, I see that.
To help promote it more a little bit.
It is helping promote. Did we get any good subscribers because of that video?
On the main channel gained like 4 or 5, and actually the Saturdays with the Boys actually got one. It's a subscriber, so.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
So it got over. It's almost to 700 views now, right?
Yeah, let's. Yeah, because we got the TV right here. You guys couldn't see it, but.
643.
43, yeah. So then. Yeah, because I think because I have like created playlists of like. I have like the whole of all the highlights we've done, or like clips. We've done like over 200 clips. I might have to search the channel itself, or hold on, I can click on here. And then, because I put the link in the description, maybe if I can hit the link. Oh, what? Can I not?
Are you trying to go to the actual podcast?
Yeah, the link to it.
No, you can't do the link through TVs.
Fuck. Oh,
Here.
that you could. I'll just search it on the channel itself on them.
But no, in 5 days it has over 600 views, and I could not be happier than now to actually tell you guys straight up that I'm actually really happy to see that sudden growth, even though it is just a 5-minute video. That meant a lot.
Or a 10-minute video on that one.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, because like it happened out of the blue too.
Yeah.
Out of the blue.
Because those videos you should like usually never get any attention. And I don't do this for the views. I do this just that way I have a way to show my family looking back on who I am as a person. So that way now, but just seeing that made me really, like, just happy inside. You guys should have seen my reaction. We were at Shields looking at guns, or I made him look at guns with me. And as we were looking, he brought that up with me. Saturdays with the Saints, the fuck is that? Saturdays with the Brothers.
With the boy. Is it not gonna... Hold on. Boys. Space. Pod. The channel, the podcast channel ain't as popular as, which is fine.
Yeah.
But... podcast. There we go. But yeah, so... Yeah, because if we just go through, like, everything... First topic was on video games. So, like, just all of these that we've done in, like, over a year. So we started February of 2022. So that's, like, what? 18, going on 19 months that we've been doing this?
Yep.
So.
Dude, should I get that old haircut back?
I mean, if you. My hair was just so basic at the time. It just was like the basic cut I had, and then it just started getting longer and longer.
Oh, when I went fucking bald.
Dude, you went through like so many like haircuts last year. Cause first it was First your first one was the emo cut,
I missed the emo cut.
and then it was your cancer curvy face. That's what you called it. Cancer curvy. We call you cancer.
Jacob, we have to make podcast episodes.
So you were cancer curvy for a little bit. I remember because that's what you called
We're not
yourself.
talking about the topic, Jacob. I am the topic.
and then it was this for like a week, and then you dyed it black.
Dude, that black didn't stay. That was the sad part.
And then I dyed my hair black.
And then you had some with Braylon.
Yeah, 'cause that's when I moved to Florida. And then my hair just kept growing, and my natural color was showing again.
The Christmas episode was my favorite.
Yeah.
That was 30 episodes ago.
Yeah, holy shit. Or 29, yeah, but close to 30. And then the 1 year anniversary one, 5 months ago already, which is a 2-hour special episode. And then I remember doing all these too. I think I did most of them by myself. I ended up doing. Yeah, because you can see like people started losing interest because each thumbnail was just me. And then.
Once we finally got Hunter on.
Yeah.
Music.
And then, yeah. So like. Yeah, so it's just crazy how we've been. And then the highlights too.
Highlights get the most views.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember when we did interviews. Jesse was our first. So Jesse shares a hilarious personal story.
I remember our first interview.
Gas station trip. Oh my god.
Oh. The memories.
You're not even infirm. And then. Oh, that's when you tried Bang for the first time. And that's when I watched Demon Slayer for the first time. You played Star Wars. Call Weezer sings Never Gonna Give You Up. That was always an iconic one.
Never gonna let you down.
The broken lamp. You know what, actually, hold on. I know we're kind of just like reflecting on shit right now. But just like, cause I want to go to the one that we just do this one, because this one was just based off like a top 10 best moments of the year. It was. And it was about an hour too, so it was like perfect. I don't know what was 10. We've had the same soundtrack for the podcast for like a year.
At the same time, I leave most of the editing up to you.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, peoples? And welcome to Saturdays with the Boys podcast. This is the
mic.
episode debut.
I remember the mic. Dude, I'm still setting that things in storage. Because I want to learn how to connect the mic to your actual...
Oh yeah, for a while your name was KJ.
I still go by KJ in some terms. Not many of you guys know this. When I was in high school, or even in my middle and elementary school, I was made fun of for my name Kirby. I changed it to KJ.
Mm-hmm.
So in high school, a lot of people knew me as either Kirby or KJ. Teachers called me Kirby for the most part, but most people called me KJ.
Yeah.
But I started to slowly just go back to Kirby because the name KJ just never stuck.
Yeah.
But if I could, I would still use KJ just to have like that slight bit of change. Dude, actually, I should totally do that cut again.
I mean, I was such a different person then too.
Dude, yeah, I'm looking at your hair during that time, and it looks so fucking different.
Like I look like a completely different person.
I know. I still have that. I still wear that shirt all the time.
Do you miss that part of me? Just like who I was then in general?
I'm fine with whatever you are now.
Yeah. Because I know I've definitely changed over like the year. Not only that, because like a lot has like happened in my life throughout like a year, and I know that people change every year. Like even if it's just like a little bit.
I know what we could do for some podcast episodes in the future.
Yeah.
So, here I'll tell you about them when we're done with the episode. Actually, here, this is what our topic could be today: is reflection on all the good memories we had.
Yeah.
I remember the first day I met him. You want to talk about how we first met?
If you want, yeah.
We should pause this then. So,
I'll pause at 9.
So the first time that me and him met each other, our sisters were dating, and our sisters did your sister say that you should ever meet me?
I remember my sister and your sister talked about you a little bit and that we should meet. At the time I didn't think much of it because I didn't think it would happen. But then I remember like my sister was like, oh hey yeah, Kylie's coming later, she's bringing her brother Kirby and we think that you guys should meet. And I was like, oh okay. Like I didn't think much of it and then we met.
Did you think that a friendship would actually happen, or did you think I would just be like another annoying person?
I like at the time I didn't really think of it. Not only that, because I was also going through like my own stuff at the time with it being like the holidays and like New Year's, and so like I just didn't really think anything of it. Like I was just at like I was just so like busy in like my own like little like bubble thing at the time, and then like we met, and then like. And then like we started like talking and
we just tried to find any interest that we could, but during this time, me and him, we still to this day have almost very to little none in common, at least as far as like interest goes.
But yet we still get along like brothers.
So I think the reason, honestly, why, because throughout the night, then I built your first gaming chair.
Oh, I still have that too.
Yeah,
I think except it's lost one arm.
I know, that makes me a little sad. Dude, my piece of shit gaming chair is still holding up better than yours.
Well, mine went through a move too.
That's true. So, I built his gaming chair for him, just because I liked building stuff at that time. So it was like, okay, I'll do this for him. It'll be sweet. So we just talked, and it wasn't like a sweet or deep conversation. It was just a nice little reflection, I guess, or...
basically, kind of like small talk.
Yeah. So it was very awkward when we first met. And then, well, what happened after that? Then I gave you my Instagram and I said we should hang out again sometime. And to be honest, I was so afraid of messaging because I didn't want to be felt weird about that. And then that's, 3 weeks later after that, you messaged me saying, hey, you want to hang out? And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing anything. I kind of want to try for a friendship, because during this time I had no friends whatsoever. So when you asked if you want to hang out, I was like, fuck yeah, I want to hang out, basically. So once we did hang out, by that second meetup, we got, like, closer for some reason. I don't know what we talked about. And then it became, like, a weekly schedule we had where... we would just go the entire week usually, and then I would just basically come every weekend, and then that's how we started the Saturdays with the Boys podcast, was because we hung out every weekend, so we did this basically usually on a Friday.
Do you want to tell them how the podcast came about?
So, I remember we were talking, we had blankets over us because we were doing a joke on...
oh yeah, like when you're... Yeah, because I remember we had freaking...
wine glasses.
But filled with water, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
And we had like blankets over us, like on our shoulders.
Because you were telling me about Emma, so I was like, tell me more. And then
it just turned into like...
these deep talks.
I
remember I asked you for the first time then, so your father died. I heard about that, and then I asked questions about that. And then you listened to me, and then we slowly just started. I think right then and there is when our friendship sprouted.
Yeah.
Let's see. The first night I met him was New Year's night.
December 31st, 2021.
And for some fucking reason, I don't know why I did this, but I kissed him. First day we met, barely fucking knew him. And I kissed him on his damn lips.
I remember that too. No, it'll be 2 years this New Year's.
I know, dude. I remember last New Year's. I didn't even realize it. We were just hanging out regularly doing Cards Against Humanity.
Mm-hmm.
And then once we got to my place after that night ended, you were tired and you were bummed that you had to go back to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I remember just thinking to myself, and I told you, wait, it's been a year since we met. And by that time, it felt like we had known each other for so long.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I feel like I've known you my whole life.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. But, cause I mean, I've known Hunter, cause he'll be also going on 6 years in November. I mean, him knowing each other for fucking ever. Same with Zach and Jesse. Well, with Zach, I think it's 5 years. And with Jesse, it's around that same time.
And then, let's see, for when I met Hunter first, it's while I was also working at Spencer's. I
think we addressed this before.
I think we have. Here, just a little refresher. I did not know who Hunter's girlfriend was at the time.
They're not together anymore, by the way.
Yeah, and I hit on her while they were together, and then Hunter came in and we talked a little, and it was kind of the same with you, just small talk. Nothing really happened from it. And then just never got each other's social or anything like that. I stopped hitting on his girlfriend once he showed up, because it's like, okay, they're dating.
Yeah.
And then Zach went to the same school as me during that time, and we barely talked. It was just about anime. Yeah. But then, by this time, it was his 17th birthday. We were making plans for the podcast that night.
Yeah, this was fun to watch because like it was cool to see like you'd be like, wait, I've seen you, and they're like, hey, I've seen you.
I know, it was like the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah, it's like the. It was so cool watching it. I was like, wait, you guys seen each other before?
I know, and then once I ran into you, and then Hunter came down. I didn't even realize Hunter, who he was at the time, but he was like, I think I seen you from somewhere. I was like, I don't remember you. And then it was like, I used to work at Spencer's, and then it was like, that's where I seen you. You used to work at Spencer's. And I'm like, I'm trying to think. I'm like, I remember. And then Zach came down later, and then when he saw me, he went, this motherfucker goes to my school. So then, right then and there, I think the birth of our friend group started right there.
Yeah.
Because during that time, it was basically you, Jesse, Zach, and Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I came around, it was the 5 of us, and we still have that video early January, late January, when I almost set his house on fire.
Yeah, I think we shared that before on the podcast. It was like an older episode.
That's still one of my favorite fucking photos.
But I'm just curious on what number 9 is because I can't remember. Because I was going based off like the view ratings. Oh, I finally tried ramen. Oh my god, my hair.
Again, our last opportunity to restart for this.
I was in the best trip of my life too, because my arms were a little bit bigger.
Do
You see this shit? It's like a fucking vacuum.
And a lot of my friends and my family are
I have to go to work tomorrow.
I have to go to work tomorrow. I'll fast forward a little bit through it to the funny parts.
They need to pack it.
I really did not know. I really had no idea how to make ramen then.
Dude, it was like the poor man's meal of my family.
College student. They live off of this.
They live off of this.
Yeah, college students live
I
on
know a lot of people would like eat ramen, and I never eat.
We should do another cooking podcast where we're cooking.
Oh god.
Cooking.
Do like a throwback of me doing ramen again.
Instead of ramen, we should make spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
We should actually make a meal, dude. I can make a mean chili.
Yeah.
You want some chili?
Some chili.
That's right.
You like jazz?
Alright, so it's done now. It's back to
You know that
I remember this part. This is when I was acting dumb.
Yeah.
Dude, I was not thinking during this.
you grabbed your fucking hand.
Yeah. Like I was just like my
Oh
freaking,
wow.
like my sandy like was just like my dumb brain was like kicking in.
Your sanity was as long as your fucking hair.
Short. My palms got all of that.
But you enjoyed it though. You freaking laughing your ass off.
Yeah, because I have to pick it up.
That's the other one.
The old house.
I miss it. It's literally just down the street.
They want ramen. Well, don't be.
I remember the exact layout of that house too.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Shut up. It's fine. Oh, I love this. This is beautiful. It's fine. Everything's.
And then it started. Hold on.
Seriously, ball guys and moments. It's straining off the side of the camera. It's straining off. Oh shit. It's going. Yeah, and now we add in.
Oh my god, so stupid.
Flavor.
I think the conversation we had during this was just fucking.
Yep.
Was just random as hell.
I was also in the best shape of my life during this time. We both were.
Oh yeah.
Alright, see you guys back in the podcast.
Leo.
Oh, I miss that dog.
Okay, what's 8? Oh my god. Call a Weezer.
This is for the anime episode.
No, I think it was the fashion one. Or clothes.
This was after the anime one, you're right.
Yeah, because you were upset about that. That's why you were wearing that. We had one hell of a year last year.
Best year of my life.
And just me laughing my ass off throughout the entire time. I'm glad it didn't.
What?
Copyright.
I'm so glad to. At that point, we were like, we don't care if this gets a copyright strike.
This is what we do with our life.
Wait. My laugh right there, what the fuck?
Dude, that you've always had that laugh.
I know, but it just sounds weird. It just sounds so different right there.
No, that's still your laugh.
I know it is, but it just sounds weird right there to me. I never thought my laugh was like so contagious or whatever. Because my dad, I don't know, it's just like, even my brother and my dad had like a higher pitched laugh.
I could fall fucking asleep right here.
And just hang on, we got like 8 more minutes. I'm gonna skim more through this. Number 7.
Dude, I should totally try to put my hair into a ponytail right here. Look at that.
Oh, Omegle. Oh my god, Hunter's face. Before he got the sideburns.
I was playing Elden Ring during this time, right when it came out.
What if we did an Omegle episode again?
I would be totally on board. Try to find each other on Omegle, that's how we do our podcast now.
Oh my god.
Actually.
We can just do a Discord server or something like that. I don't mean we already do that with like the Snapchat group chat on Snap. We already kind of do it with that.
That is true. You can get Snapchat on your computer.
I forget you can do that now.
Imagine standing up.
God, I was so gay during this time.
Number 6.
I woke up 15 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, that's when it got popular.
Don't you want to get your ears pierced?
Yeah, I think it was this episode we did that I kind of wanted to get my ears pierced.
I mean, what do you think of these?
I wouldn't get those for me personally. I'll probably just get like the little
Diamond studs?
Yeah.
Here's the thing that I would warn about with the studs. There's the reason I got the rings is because when you're going to sleep on your side of the head, those studs, they have because they have to pierce it. They're not sharp. but they still like poke into your ear while you're sleeping, so you have to learn how to sleep with
The
them.
Honda sibling show some personal stories.
My name is Hunter, and I'm interviewing the Hoffner descendants.
God, I had work that day.
Descendants. Okay, so since this is an interview, we're going down a list of topics today. The first topic that you, Kyla, is your favorite video game / video game company.
Company, Nintendo, but video game, Minecraft.
What's your favorite video game?
I think this one's like full on 10 minutes.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking cancer hair.
Cancer hair. No, this was during last summer too, and honestly, I don't think anything could beat last summer. It would have to be like really fucking. Like, I don't think there'd be anything that would beat last summer for a while.
There will be, trust me. We just all have to have jobs and kids.
Jobs and kids.
And then we'd have the best summer
Oh,
ever.
yeah, cool.
Well, this was almost exactly a year ago.
Oh, remember when I was during that time, I wanted to do like almost every episode shirtless, make that my thing.
Who's going first? Who's going first?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, seeing Hunter doing a push-up was fucking hilarious. He probably still hates us for that.
Straight three.
I see what they're
Alright,
called.
ready? 3,
Let's do one. Let's do
2, 1, go! One.
oh, fuck. Now, if it was sit-ups, that's a different thing. I could do like 80 of them bitches. Oh, fuck. Yeah, fuck you guys.
Fuck you guys. And then I did mine. Oh yeah, the freaking ending to this was funny.
Fuck off. Hey, Watson. Cinder block.
I remember we cut the camera like on perfect time.
Yeah.
Did you post that on TikTok ever?
I don't think I did.
You should.
What's number 3? Farewell for now. Well, this was before I moved. Because yeah, 'cause I was moving, that's why we did a farewell for now for
You
you.
guys should also speak too. This is a halftime. This involves all of you.
Dude, I'm wearing almost the exact fucking thing I was in that video.
Fucking, what is it? NBC News or something actually has like recordings of like when the end of the world happens that they're gonna play.
That's crazy.
I fucking miss Jesse.
So, quick thank you to Jesse for creating one of our funniest fucking videos I've ever done. I mean, I thought it was funnier, but cheeseburgers for one, so it gets to it.
That's what happened.
I would reward that night if I could. Thank you to also a shout out for my New Year's kiss.
Ignore the New Year's kiss part, by the way.
We should make a compilation of us just being too romantic.
Oh, the couch.
I will say that's been one hell of a half year doing the podcast with you.
Good.
Half a year.
Half year, yeah, half year.
And then...
The farewell for now.
Because I was moving to Florida.
Dude, that one video that me, you, Zach, and Hunter made of us saying goodbye to you.
Child at Christmas.
Oh, can you pretend?
Oh, God.
This was an iconic one.
Looking to the podcast halftime for this
I was
week.
in an Akatsuki onesie.
So this is what...
You ever felt shame and humiliation while in a
Oh, Nanook. I miss her.
Ah.
I think you woke up nuts on her Sunday.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry. The thing about it, she was standing like a happy dog. She's showing me, she's happy dog.
I'm gonna get a dog just like
Yeah, this
Nanook
Me
to
too.
have it as my own.
Dude, I feel like if I were to get a dog, I need like a big, low maintenance dog. I cannot walk and pick up shit after a big fucking dog forever.
Well, this is what happened.
I was just playing VR too and I broke my fucking hand. I didn't break my hand, I broke the lamb.
I'm a lamp, be like, shut up, you didn't see anything.
500 attached to it.
This is, you know, that says shut up, you didn't see anything here. It's just your imagination.
No.
Dude, there's like pieces.
Are you gonna include the video into the podcast?
I don't know if I will. I mean, they got the audio in the
Like,
background.
well, like, there's pieces inside too. Look at that.
Yeah, I know this video ain't gonna do too well. We're both bummed and fucking tired.
Oh no, it's all good.
It's okay, we found another piece, guys.
This thing's a little scary. This is actually scary.
It's okay, guys, I got this. No.
What are you gonna do with the pieces inside?
No, you can show them the pieces inside. I'm fine.
Carol, not focus, guys. I don't know if I can focus.
I remember that, and I just.
No.
No.
It's a helpless no.
Oh, man.
Just.
No. I'm having a bad time.
Back to the room now. Back to the room. Go.
I just miss that house too.
What was the first?
Have time and enjoy. We get back to the podcast.
What was number one? I forget.
Probably the fire.
So I was going based off like view ratings. Oh yeah, this one.
Normal start to a podcast.
Okay, this was a hectic one I remember. Because it was the first time we had Hunter with us for a full episode.
That's right.
So it was like, the first time was like very hectic.
Are you done? Yeah, I think so.
Alright, so.
Should have a something left over. Our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
She already practiced? Or were they fucking before they?
It was just.
Yeah, we're talking about Outlast too.
Why it now exists. Fuck you.
You know, I like the couch, we have a microphone, not plugged to anything.
Butt plug. I know you guys.
Butt plug.
If you guys wanna.
That's when I started including music into the.
If you want to see more content, subscribe to this guy's channel. If you want to see even better content,
Subscribe to
subscribe to
bullshit.
his channel. Subscribe to bullshit.
You want to see more better content.
We're at 137 subscribers.
137 man?
So we're at 63.
God.
At 63 away from 200. Wasn't it like 70 at the end? And that, no, like 70 something. The beginning of last year, I was at 68.
The beginning of last year, of 2021, I was at 68.
I think I was at 124 to start this.
Ah, the list.
No.
It's the same thing right here.
Yeah, he automatically was like, I was like, bro, caps on Christmas.
So this one's gonna be a little wonky because because we were in the same room for 1.5 times. Yeah. 2 weeks ago. So that was fun. But yeah, the YouTube wife, am I right? We need something special for next episode. We have episode 10 versus 9.
God, my hair was so short.
Yeah, I'm glad you just did that. Yeah, I'm glad you gave us for that. Even though the camera still gets high stuff for that. Probably. Camera audio bullshit, but also really good. It's unnecessary things like Leo. A little whistle to do this time.
I love the noise that he did. It was so rare. It was synced with the music too.
Dude, Hunter has such a weird fucking face when he has no hair.
No one
My it's weird seeing him without the sideburns now.
I know.
But anyways, guys, we're over an hour now. This is just kind of like a look back at how far we've come, episode kind of thing. Just like a hangout episode. To just kind of just celebrate the growth from last week. Because last week was probably one of our best episodes, probably.
Probably. Speaking of, so we're all gonna be able to hang out this Saturday?
Well, not Zach. I think Zach's still camping.
Yeah.
So if anything, it's probably just gonna be the three of us.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
At the same time, me and him have talked so much that now whenever we talk to each other, we don't even have to talk to hang out. So when we come up with podcasts after like sitting an hour in silence, we're just like, fuck, what do we talk about?
Yeah.
We need good chemistry.
But is there anything you want to say before we end off? From the book.
Fuck you.
No, you can still do it.
No.
No, you can do it. I was just saying.
I'll do that in my own time.
Oh, okay. But what are the things you want to say?
It was nice to actually look back, and it's interesting to see on how all of us kind of mature as we go along. Because as you could see, maybe in some of these, because that was like what, the 9th episode. Hunter didn't have sideburns. I didn't have a mustache at the time. You were barely growing facial hair.
Oh, my hair is short. My hair's gotten
Your
long.
hair was so fucking short. Dude, I dig the long hair.
Yeah.
Chicks also dig the long hair.
Apparently.
No, that's always been like a thing. Like in studies, women prefer men with longer hair than shorter hair.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it works with like certain men. Or I don't know. Maybe it's just a thing in general. I don't know. I don't really know how it
At
works.
the same I think it's just the... I don't know how to put it. Just long hair to me also looks attractive. I think it depends on the person. Because I look pretty damn good with short hair.
Yeah.
But I've never grown my hair out long enough to see if I like it or not. Because my mom, her philosophy was that if she cut my hair, I would stop having bad behavior. So that's why when growing up, I always looked like I was in the goddamn military because my mom always gave me Cancer Kirby buzz cuts.
Cancer Kirby buzz cuts.
I'm not kidding. That was my mom loves my bald hair. She's like, that looks so good on you. Why do you do that? Because I'm tired of getting called Slim Shady. I'm tired of getting called.
I used to have buzz cuts when I was younger.
Dude, fucking. Did you like them or did your parents make you get them?
It was just something I grew up with, and then I wanted to try something new. And my mom was like, okay, and then I would like try different hairstyles and whatnot growing up, and now I'm doing long hair.
I'm trying to do long hair because Zach had long hair, you had long hair, and Hunter had long hair. So now it's my turn.
Yeah.
But I'm fucking balding. I want to be a hotter person, but I'm losing my fucking hair.
Alright, we should wrap this up quickly because I also don't want the camera to die. And that was kind of like the one time it did with me.
How much battery do we have? We have 5 minutes.
Oh shit!
Alright, let's close this.
Alright, so I want to say like, you know, from when we first started the podcast, or even when I first got back to YouTube in general, which was like November of 2020. From the point when I was like 15 and now I'm 18, like it's crazy to see like how much I've grown as a person. And, like, cause lately I've been looking back, I'm just like, so much has like happened in like my personal life, and I've put my life such part of YouTube. Like I put my life part of YouTube. Like I've used YouTube as part of my life, I should say. And like YouTube's just always been something I've loved, and like especially with like the year I've had, like I'm pretty sure I've talked about to you guys on the main channel, but like how I went through a really dark path in my life when I was in Florida, and I'm just still trying to, even now I'm still even trying to like keep my head above water, and like doing YouTube has helped me push through, and just seeing the comments you guys leave makes me so proud, because knowing the community I've always wanted to build with this channel or with the podcast or wherever you guys come from, what kind of content we create, it's so wholesome, and makes me proud of that. The community I've always wanted to create is starting to become a reality, and I can't thank you guys enough. And just the matter is, I'm just going to keep trying to push through. Life goes on, but I'm going to bring you guys with me. I'm going to bring you guys with me too.
Any day.
But anyways, that's the cheesy shit I'm going to get out of the way for now. I have to wake up early tomorrow because I don't want to get too long. I'm just getting my cheesy shit all the way. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
I'm probably not going to go to sleep for a little bit.
Yeah. But that's just what I want to say. I want to get my cheesy shit out of the way, because I know I say that enough on the main channel, but I just want you guys to know how much you guys mean to me. And
thank you for the view.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for taking time out of your day to, even if you tune into the podcast every single week, to spend an hour of your day with us. It means a lot. and we try to entertain you guys the best we can with the podcast. And not only that, we just with content in general. And that's why we're doing stuff new, like with the project that we're working on together.
I'm so excited for when that project finally comes out.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna make more in the future, hopefully, like when we're at like college ages or something like that, you know. And I'm just very excited for you guys to see the new things coming. And we should probably wrap this up because the camera's probably gonna about die.
Yeah.
All right, so I love the hell out of you guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to the podcast. Hit the link in the description. Subscribe to my main channel, and make sure you hit the bell on the podcast and get notified to get new episodes every Saturday. Because Saturdays with the Boys podcast. And anything else you guys say, Kirby?
I got nothing.
All right, so if you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to my main channel. Get a whole bunch of gaming content, podcast highlights from there as well. Just a whole bunch of random funny content to make you guys laugh. And as always, I love you guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And love the hell out of you guys. I love you guys dear to my heart. And as always, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Deuces.
Why did I do like a Nazi salute when I was saying?
Trapping.